Hello everybody, welcome to our Survive and Thrive webinar. We'll just wait for a few more to come on. Some good numbers joining. We're running early, which is great. Thanks for joining us already. Don't be shy, please put your comments in the chat. There's a bit of a delay on the chat, so apologies if I don't see them for a minute or so. Let me know if you can hear okay. That's very important. And let me know if you can see okay. We won't be using the board much today, but we can zoom in if you need us to. So say hello. Thanks for joining. We'll wait for a few more to join and then we will kick into it. While we're waiting, just an introduction to Survive and Thrive series. This is our 18th webinar. They've been lots of fun. We've been helping lots of businesses with lots of common business problems, and that's our goal. Help you grow your business, help you grow your career. So please say hello, don't be shy. No one wants to chat today in the chat. Please don't be shy. Say hello, so we know you're there, so we know you can hear us okay. Let me know if the hearing's okay. So this one is called Marketing Magic Part 2. If you joined our session last week, we just gave a broad overview of a few marketing tips to help you get your business cranking. So I'm just going to hang in there for another few seconds. Yep. John says the sound is good. Susan says the sound is good. Georgia, thanks so much. Thanks for your comments. They've just come through. Thank you so much. Sorry about the delay on the chat. So let's go. So Survive and Thrive webinar, number 18, Marketing Magic Part 2. Today we're going to talk about how to create your marketing plan. So you may already have one. It may be time for a refresh. It may be time to get some fresh ideas for your marketing plan to help drive your business forward. So please say hello as you join. Thanks for joining. So the Premier Business Academy, our mission is to help you or help great Kiwis to get ahead in life and in business, help you grow your career, help you grow your business, help you grow it. And as we always say, jobs are the backbone of the economy here in New Zealand, and small businesses like you and us provide 30% of the jobs in this country, and also we provide 50% of new job opportunities each year. So it's really, really important that we all help each other to grow, that we pay it forward, that we are stronger together as we help each other to learn and grow. So we love sharing our top tips, and please tell your friends and family about what we're doing. We'd love to have more joining the webinars every single week and helping other businesses to grow and survive and thrive. So there's some pretty uncertain economic times ahead, so our goal every webinar and every day at Premier Group and every day at Premier Business Academy is to help you recession-proof your business and help you to get ahead and strengthen your business before the downturn comes. As we say here at Premier Group, it could hit us in the back of the head like a brick or a paver. Excuse the pun, that's what we manufacture here at Premier Group. By the way, jump on our website, premierbrick.nz. Or premierpavers.nz. Lots of cool ideas for your home and garden. If you're building or renovating or landscaping, we'd love to help. All New Zealand made, and tell your friends and family about us. We'd love to help them too with an info pack or samples, brochures, etc. So what is marketing? It's to help you get out of obscurity. Most businesses, small businesses, well, the number one problem for small businesses is obscurity. So getting your brand seen, shouting from the rooftops, that's what marketing is all about. So there's lots of fancy descriptions for marketing, but in a nutshell, this is it. It's about building trust with your customers. It's about building rapport. It's about persuading your customers to buy from you and softening up your prospects so that your sales team or your customer service team, by the time they get the lead is very hot and they can convert that lead. So the job of marketing is to get new leads in the door and scream your brand to your target audience. So really, really important. So let's talk about your marketing plan. So grab a pen and paper and make a few notes because we're going to crank through this pretty quickly. Should be about 20 minutes. So let's go. So number one, get your sales and customer service team together in a meeting room or in a room with a big whiteboard, and you're going to start to brainstorm with them around these few questions that we're going to share with you right now. So number two, so get that happening. Number two, decide on your marketing goals. What are your goals? E.g., how many new leads do we want per day? So it might be number of new leads, it might be number of web forms filled in, it might be number of web chats per day, it might be number of appointments secured for your sales team, it might be welcome, there's still more joining, thanks for joining, please say hello as you join, thanks for joining us today for our 18th webinar. So decide on your goals. So there might be 2 or 3 really key goals for you. It might be 5 leads per day, 5 new leads per day. It might be, so that's new leads. Also, the job of marketing is obviously to keep fostering existing clients, keep looking after them, making sure they can still see you. So putting them back into the sales funnel, making sure they're still getting regular contact from you or they're seeing your brand. So that might be Facebook ad retargeting or Google ads retargeting, things like that. So, or it might be email blasts, whatever it is, make sure you've got a strategy for that as well. So those might be 2 or 3 of your goals. There might be goals to get new prospects in the door, and some of the goals might be around how you look after or how the marketing department helps to keep relationships going with existing customers and make sure they don't forget about you and make sure they keep coming back for more, keeping them interested, keeping them pumped, keeping them loving your brand. Because at the end of the day, our goal in every business should be to create raving fans. In fact, that's part of our mission here at Premier Group, is to deliver happiness and create raving fans. So that should be our goal every day, because who pays for everything in our life? It is the customer. Hello, Lester from Oz. Thanks for joining. So very, very important to get these basic principles across to your team. So decide on those goals. That's the first thing to do in that meeting. Then decide on regions. This is really important. So number 2 is regions. Probably should scribble some things down as we go. But number 1, your goals. Number 2 is regions. What regions should you be selling to? So right now you might be selling right across New Zealand, you might be selling right across Australia, you might be selling right across the world. Have a look and get a report done on the gross profit dollars per customer or per region. Figure out where the low-hanging fruit are. It's so important. We coach so many clients in all sorts of businesses, from small turnovers to huge sales turnovers, and it's incredible how many businesses, even 20 years old, are trying to sell to too many people or spreading themselves too thin when they need to be concentrating on just one region or 2 regions and then growing from there. So think about that. So decide on your regions. This is very important as part of your marketing plan. So are you going to sell into Auckland only? Are you going to sell into the Golden Triangle? Are you just going to focus on the South Island? What is it? Where is the best place to sell your products? Is it close to home so it's easy for remedials if something goes wrong? Is it close to home because it's close to the freight? It's cheaper for freight, so you have better margins. What is it? So decide on regions. Be really clear around that. Really important. Might sound obvious. Again, it's incredible how many businesses don't do this, or they lose the discipline of this and they spread themselves too thin and they end up reducing their margins by 5%, 10%, all sorts of crazy things, and wasting their time and getting too much stress, too much pressure. Now is the time to consolidate and rework your marketing plan. Really, really important. So number 2 is regions. Number 3 is decide on your target customer, your TCP, your target customer profile. This is really important. Don't try and sell to everybody. So many businesses try to be all things to every person. Just figure out your target audience. So is it architects? Is it supermarkets? What is it? What is your ideal customer group? And who is the people in that group that you should be selling to? E.g., if it's building companies, do you need to be talking to the color consultant and the salespeople and the builders on the project managers? Who do you need to be, who is your main center of influence? So work out the influencers, the decision makers that you need to be targeting. So this is super important. You'll see how all this comes together as we go through this plan today. How to create your marketing plan. This is absolutely critical, and if you get this right and keep improving it over time, you will transform your business, you'll transform your results, you'll go from good to great, or average to good, and then good to great. And that should be your goal every single day of your life, in business and in your personal life. So super important. So target customer, your audience. Don't try to sell to everybody. Figure out who it is. Again, that's why I say you've got to get your whole team involved in this, or your whole marketing and sales and customer service team. Even if it's 1 person, 3 people, 20 people, whatever it is, get them all involved so they can help you brainstorm and decide. Don't try and do it yourself as a business owner. Don't try and do it yourself as the marketing manager. Get the key people involved, the salespeople that are out face to face, the customer service team. So figure that out. So that's target customer. I'm going to write that down, TCP, and work out what that person, even better if you can over time, is refine what that actual person looks like. It might be like, get right down. Her name might be Jane. It might be a female. It might be Jane. She's 45. She's got 2 kids. She owns her own house. She's happily married, and she is got a job that pays her $100,000 a year. something like that. So you got to, if you get really intense and then focus all your marketing efforts on that one person, this is where it gets really, really powerful and really interesting. People say, oh, that's not going to work because I need to sell to this person and this person and this person. I don't want to limit my options. No, it doesn't limit your options. It helps you cut through the noise and direct your message to the people who want to buy from you and who need your products. Really powerful. More around that as we go on. Welcome, more people joining. Please say hello as you join. So, super important. Next one is decide on your top products to promote. So don't try and promote all your products. So which products are you going to focus on? Again, right now, it might sound simple. You might already be doing it. You might already be focusing your efforts on a few products, or you might be trying to sell all your products. Try and pick out your top 5 sellers or your top 10 sellers, whatever they be, even your top 2, and really put your marketing efforts and budget into those top products. And make sure those are the ones that are the focus of your LinkedIn posts, your YouTube ads, your YouTube videos, your email blasts, all these things. Make sure your key products, your top sellers, your most profitable lines are getting out there. Again, this sounds obvious, but so many businesses we work with do not get this right. And they're lazy, or they're ill-disciplined, or maybe not lazy, but just keep overlooking it, is probably more the word I'm looking for. They keep overlooking it in the rush of business, in the whirlwind, and they don't have the discipline to carry out these things. It is so critical, so important. So decide on the products. Don't try and sell everything. Really important in your marketing message is what I'm saying. So number 6 is decide on the content. Number 5, content. What type of content, what type of message. When I say content, I'm kind of saying messaging as well. What sort of message are you trying to get out there to the marketplace? What sort of message is your brand trying to portray? Because remember, brand is also a reflection of your culture. So make sure you're thinking about that all the time. And in this marketing meeting, think about what is your culture, what are your core values, what is your mission, what is your vision. You may not be very clear on those things. So this marketing meeting will be a great time to help you start to clear these things up as well. Super powerful. Hope you can all hear okay. Let me know if you can't, but no comments so far on that. So really powerful. Make sure the content and the messaging is consistent. So for example, at Premier Group, we often say, we love helping great Kiwis build beautiful homes and gardens. Contact us for blah, blah, blah. So that's one of our simple messages that we use a lot of times. Another one is timeless beauty. We use that a lot. We use beautify your world. So we use some very consistent wording all the time across all our platforms. So really get consistent around that, because remember, your brand or your brand messaging, your content has to build trust, and trust comes from repetitive messaging. It comes from consistency of your message. So that's again why we're going to talk about how to create brand guidelines in a future webinar as well. But without diving off into that today, figure out what your key messages are and your content. Content is king. It's really key to have good content. But again, don't let that hold you up. Don't let that freeze you. Just get on and start messaging. You're going to start to see what things that social media is great for this, by the way, like Facebook or LinkedIn, Instagram. You'll start to figure out what messages are actually getting through to your customers, and it's a great platform to keep trying stuff. So we always say at Premier Group, try lots of stuff and keep what works and throw away what doesn't. So just keep trying stuff. Keep going. Keep actioning. Don't become frozen. Production, then perfection. So content is really important. The next one is your marketing budget. So this one, you might want to have your accountant involved in this, or your finance team if you've got one, or if you are the finance team, then it's up to you. Work out your budget. What are we going to spend every month? What can we afford to spend every month? What percentage of our turnover? So a good guideline would be somewhere between 2 to 4%. Some companies go higher than that, but if you've got great service and great product, that should be about right, somewhere between 2 to 4% on, say, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, whatever you choose, which we're going to talk about soon, whatever platforms you choose to spend invest your marketing dollars on, you need to set a budget. Otherwise, you'll go all over the place, and you'll end up spending too much in the wrong direction or not enough in the right direction. So that's why I say keep trying lots of things and keep what works and throw away what doesn't. Really important. Content is king. Marketing budget is really important. So moving on to the next one, number 7, platforms to use. Decide on the platforms to use. Is it going to be a mixture of are you going to go omni-channel, which means using multiple channels, which is where a lot of brands are having to go these days to keep growing their business and to keep cutting through the noise. So that's really, really important. So that's really, really important. Lester, that's good. Trust and respect in that order, the two easiest things in life to lose and the hardest to get back. Very good. So what was I on there? Platforms to use. So you need to decide on these as a team. Think about if there's stuff that's already working for you right now, say LinkedIn, if that's working great for you, then double down on that, 10x that. Get more of the team involved on LinkedIn, get them to create profiles, and away you go. So this might be part of your marketing plan. Or you might decide to go omni-channel. Let's go YouTube, Facebook, let's go right across all the spectrum, try every platform, measure it every week, and then see what works. So it's very easy with using Google Analytics nowadays to connect everything to Google Analytics. We'll do a further webinar on that, and measure what's working and what's not. So that allows you very quickly to experiment with your messaging, experiment with the platforms, and away you go. So really powerful. Decide what you're going to do there. I always suggest just pick a few to start with, or one or two or three, and really get good at that, and then start to spread your message across lots of different channels. Really, really, really powerful and important. The next one is to then put someone in charge. So accountability. Who is going to be accountable for this? So who is the question? Is it going to be? Have you got a marketing team leader right now? If you don't, then let's make sure someone is wearing that hat. Might be marketing manager, marketing coordinator, whatever you call that person. And the buck must stop with that person, because we're now going to talk about creating the year planner, and someone that you need someone that takes ownership of this marketing plan. So then you draft up the plan. So draft it up. Draft your plan. So remember, it is what it is. That it's a draft. It's a living document as well. So it's going to keep getting better and better, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So draft the plan up and call it our marketing plan, or Premier Group's marketing plan, or ABC Group's marketing plan, whatever you want to call it, or give it a fancy name, a cool name, an exciting name, and then start to put all these elements into that plan, and try to keep it simple. So try and keep it on, say, 1 or 2 pages. We're big fans of using like the SOAP method, the SOAP method, strategy on a page. If you can, it might be an A3, that's fine, but try and group it into these things. So what are our goals and strategy? Our marketing strategy might be 3 or 4 things, or 5 things, or 6 things. Then our regions, then our target customer profile, our products, our content, our messaging, our budget, our platforms, who is in charge or who's the team as well, and the draft. So this is the draft plan. So make sure you get this together with all these elements in it so that it's really clear. It's all on 1 page or 2 pages, or on one board or a poster, whatever it might be, and away you go. So this gives you your draft plan. Then from there, it's really, really important to, sorry, it's getting very warm in here. It's very important to then fill in the year planner or a calendar. So really important to have a calendar or a year planner to actually put your marketing activities into. So you call it our marketing activities, or might be called our regular marketing activities, and then there'll be weekly activities. You've got to decide on this. So we're going to write this down, the planner or calendar. Sorry about the writing, it's a bit of an odd angle. So the planner is really important because it helps you to make sure that you've got to decide on your daily activities, weekly activities, monthly activities. There might be 6 monthly activities, whatever they are, and they all go into this planner so that you're holding yourselves accountable. It's on a nice big A1 or AO year planner. You can see it on the wall, and that helps you to hold yourselves accountable. And as you go, you tick it off, or you put a green pen across, a green highlighter across it as it's nailed, or a red if it isn't nailed, and that gets discussed at your marketing meeting. So this is really, really important. Get everything onto that planner. Really key. This will hold you accountable. It will keep the journey going. Because remember what I said in the webinar last week is that marketing has to be done in good times and in bad, or busy times and slow. It has to be consistent. You have to keep it cranking. Otherwise, you keep on ending up with holes in your pipeline. Again, we're going to do more training around the sales funnel. But what happens is if you fail to do some marketing, then 3 months down the line, you're going to have a hole in your sales. You have a boost in marketing, and then the sales pick up again, you drop off, and then again you get a hole. So the goal in business is to create a money-making machine, to create a consistent funnel that is full of leads all at different stages, or customers all at different stages ready to buy, and they're dropping out the bottom, and you've got a consistent flow of sales every single month. The goal is to get to the point where you can consistently and accurately predict your sales every month based on your sales funnel, based on your marketing actions and sales actions. So really, really powerful stuff. It will help you get there. So don't despair if you're not there right now. So the next thing is, get that planner sorted, and then start a weekly impact meeting. This is really powerful. So we've been doing these for years now at Premier Group. They keep getting better and better, and we do it again. We get our clients to do it. So it's called your marketing impact meeting, and it has your marketing team leader and whoever else is involved in marketing. It's a short meeting, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You cover off the good news for last week. You look at the planner together, look at the greens and celebrate those. Go, well done, we smashed those. Why is this red? Do we need more resource? Were we just lazy? Did we just not prioritize this? Why did we not get that e-blast out? Why did we not get this out? So you hold each other accountable, and then set 2 or 3 goals each for the week ahead, and make sure those are nailed, as well as on top of your regular marketing activities. And also use this meeting to refine the strategy. So you've got to keep refining your plan and strategy. So I'm just going to write down here the impact meeting, and then I'm going to write at number 12, keep refining your strategy. Keep refining, just like a yacht that is tacking it's finding the wind, and it tacks in a different direction. That's the same thing in business. Obviously, your markets could change. Economic events could change. All sorts of things could change. So you need to be flexible and fluid, and make sure that your marketing plan, and this is what the weekly meeting is so important. Monthly is too late. Bi-monthly is far too late. Weekly is very, very important to make sure you keep on refining that strategy. So you might keep adjusting the marketing calendar, you keep adjusting the marketing plan, and it just gets better and better and better. So you're refining and improving, learning from the week before and refining, learning from the week before and refining. Doesn't mean you throw out all your goals, doesn't mean you change everything. It just means you're getting slightly better every single week. So really, really powerful. So that's that. Keep refining. And then we talked about appointing a marketing manager. And then the last point I want to make is, over time, you need to build all your team into marketers. Make sure, and we'll show you how to do that, but over time you need to help your team to see that they are all in marketing, they're all in sales as well, but help them to become marketers. We'll help you with some tips on that, how to train them, how to get them involved on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all these sorts of platforms to help them market your brand and keep your marketing efforts going, or double down, 10x your marketing efforts even, by getting everyone involved. So those are the brief. That's a brief outline of how to create a marketing plan. We can dive in further sessions on how to nail each one of these points, but this is an overview. This will get you started. If you have any questions, just reach out, email me at bernard@premier-group.co.nz. If you want to join our coaching program, yell out for more info as well. And also, before I forget, I've got this free book for you. We've got a few more copies of this to give away. It's called Work Less and Get More Done. It's a book we published recently, and we've already given a few away on these webinars. If you leave a testimonial, but you must leave your address in there, because it's an anonymous survey, so we don't know who's filled it in. So if you give us a testimonial, we'll send you a book. So give us your address and email address so we know who you are, and we can get you this book underway. So thanks to those of you that have already given us awesome testimonials. Really appreciate it. Please help us to keep spreading the message. Follow us on all the platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube channel. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Bernard Powell. Love to connect with you. You don't need to send me a fancy invite. Just press connect and I'll accept your invite. That's awesome. Always trying to build the network, so it's good to connect, and always sharing good value and things on there for you, business tips and all sorts of things. So ask us for an info pack as well. We'd love to help you with an info pack with any of our landscaping or building products. And if you want to purchase our previous webinars to watch with your team, we have quite a few clients doing that now, so it's really powerful. You can actually purchase that. It's going to be, we've just been doing it on the side, but we're going to get it on the website so you can do it easily and then watch those with your team. So really powerful. Please tell your friends and fam. Thanks for joining. Please leave some feedback on the chat. Any questions, please pop them in the chat now. There's a bit of a delay. I'll just read out Lester's feedback again. Trust and respect, in that order. The 2 easiest things in life to lose. and the hardest to get back. That's awesome, and that's what marketing and branding is all about. So, it takes a lot of effort to get a new customer on board, but it's very easy to lose a customer through one small thing or one seemingly small thing. So, any other questions or feedback, pop in the chat now. I'll stay on for a couple of minutes. Georgia, where can we see the previous webinar topics, please? Send us an email and we'll hook you up with that, no worries. Pop your email in the survey form, or just send me an email, bernard@premier-group.co.nz, and we'll sort you out with that, no worries. Is there any other questions to come through? I'll just stay on for another few minutes. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us again. Thanks to all the existing people that are coming back for every webinar. Really appreciate it. Thanks, John. Appreciate your feedback. And thanks to anyone new that's joined this webinar for the first time. This is number 18. We're going to keep them cranking. We have lots more to share to help you strengthen your career, grow your business, become more profitable, and provide more jobs, provide more incomes, and improve well-being for the country. Rochelle says thanks. Thanks very much, Rochelle. Any other comments? I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. So we'd love to connect. Connect on LinkedIn, Bernard Powell. Thanks, Georgia. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate that. Say goodbye as you leave. And my, what's the word? Apologies if I don't say goodbye to you. It's just that the chat has a delay on it, so takes a minute or 30 seconds or so to come through. Thanks, Georgia. Thanks, Rochelle. Thanks, John. Thanks, Lester. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Susan. Is there any others coming through? We'll just hang in there for a minute. Lots more to come, by the way, and lots more around marketing. So we're going to carry on with this marketing series. Thanks, Susan. I'm also going to carry on. We have a sales series coming up. How to create a fun, lean culture is another one we're really passionate about. We're going to share a series around that too. How to help build a team of people that can identify the 8 lean ways. Thanks, Lester. Ciao. And we should be signing out. Looks like people are leaving now, so thank you so much. Apologies if I don't say goodbye. I just haven't seen it on the chat. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again next week. We try to keep these webinars at either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. on a Thursday. At the moment, that's the only time we can make work in our crazy schedule. We will keep trying other times, but so far people seem to be enjoying these times, or it works for most people. So thanks again, and look forward to seeing you again next week. Farewell.